Welcome to the Free Flow Podcast. We're your hosts, Tyler and Mitchell. Mitchell, how you doing?
Pretty good now, dude. I've been sick this whole I'm on a little break and I've been sick this whole time, but we're vibing, dude. How about you?
You know, I'm chilling. I haven't gotten whatever cold you've gotten, but I've just been vibing. I've been playing a lot of Diablo 4. The new expansion's actually really good. They finally finished the game, so that's what made it so good. Is they finished the game. They gave it an incredible story. Props to Diablo. And I mean, the graphics for Diablo are just stupid. They're just incredible. They released tier 2 sets from WoW in Diablo. I insta-copped.
Yeah, it had to.
They're $25 a piece. So I only
goodness.
I only picked a couple, but you could buy all of them, I think, for $60, but I don't play paladins or shit like that. But yeah, I mean,
I have been playing real quick. I have been playing NHL 26 or whatever, dude. Team 49-1 through 50 games right now. Played all of them. I got.
How many goals are you averaging, Mitchell?
7.5. No bullshit. Not I'm on a low difficulty, but the reason for that, and I have a created team with some created players that I did for my own lore, but the reason for it is that up until 4 or 5 games ago, I was winning 30% on a good game of my face-offs. And I don't want to increase the difficulty to the point where now I'm never on offense again,
Yeah.
But we'll get there. That's season 2 stuff. That's
no, I'm with you. I do the same thing on the show, or bro, I don't want to average 300 when I'm playing baseball. I don't want it to be realistic. Even though 300 is good, I don't care. I want to have games where I'm 4 for 4 with 4 dingers. I don't care.
That whenever I play the show, bro, it's always I'm making some dude that just wants to knock it out of the park.
Yeah.
And I'm if I don't get a home run every hit, what am I doing?
And then same with NHL, bro. I'm not actually trying to get decleated every time I come up the ice. I want to be able to loop around the back of the basket and just slide it into the goal every single time and just be wow, I am so good at this game.
Bro, that's what I do. I got 120 goals with this guy through 50 games, and that's just one of my guys. Dude, we're lighting the lamp like no other. Now, again, for both of us, no, these things are not our main sport, our main game. You put us in 2K, for NFL or Madden too. I play it on All Pro typically for Madden. After a while, whatever the one is below All Pro and All Pro, I'll go back and forth. But and then on 2K, it's.
Oh yeah, I can only play on
anymore, but that's because
I could only play on all Madden in Madden. I literally everything else I will drop 150 points. I have to purposefully stop scoring. In all Madden, I'll still drop 70 to 100, but I can at least try and make it semi-realistic for myself on offense.
Yeah, and I mean I would do the same in 2K, except for I said, shooting is so obnoxious when you're playing with a team of guys and not just the same player getting up shots, and so I'm just never again. But on these games we don't play.
I like 2K, but yeah, I can't play at Hall of Fame. I know you do because you do your 12-minute quarters, but I can't. I don't know that shit.
That's only on micro again. You go into any mode where you have to control everybody and memorize all these shot timings at this point, and I'm this is abysmal, bro.
Actually, let's get into this real quick before we hit basketball. Okay, because I want your take. I'm sure you've been seeing all these dipshits that have made AI videos of college football.
Over, dude.
Yes, I don't care about the AI. It's the morons that make these AI videos of people at college and walking into school.
I saw you.
They need to add an open world. Brother, that makes the game quality so much worse. Mitchell has mained 2K, has played every single 2K for at least 300 hours every year.
Literally.
Tell me how bad the city made 2K, please. Explain it for people because they don't understand.
I mean, it's a different game, and it's cool. But at the same time, you notice because people don't they want it, but they really just want to play the game, and so you don't even use it that much. A couple years ago, it was massive, and everyone's shit is too spread out, and so they make it smaller. They put things there, and again, for all these games, literally every single one of them, it's a microtransaction center, and so they throw in stores and stores, and it's okay, but I don't want to have to run for 5 or 15 minutes to go and do something. Dude, I'm sorry, but 2K is on the court, like the idea of the park and watching people
Mhm.
play cool, it sucks to just like I have to wait 15 minutes for a game.
Yes.
Like not having matchmaking is just so stupid.
Yeah, and bro, when they do that, they can't focus on gameplay because there's 1,000 other things to fix. And you want to know why they don't fix the gameplay first for all the people who go, well, then just fix the gameplay. They won't, because what makes them the money? The open world microtransaction mall. Like,
Yeah.
they don't care if your game doesn't work. They don't care if your abilities aren't firing. They don't care because guess what? Bro, oh, it bugs out when you want this Nike sweatsuit. Oh,
Yeah.
well, we need to fix that first because that's
Literally.
going to make us another $100 off of everyone's head. Like, you guys are tripping if you think these devs don't even have the time. Like, they don't have the time with yearly releases. Now, I would agree if they made college football, Madden, NBA 2K, and that was the game, period. And every
Yeah.
year they released roster updates or whatever as like a DLC, like, sure, I would completely agree they should add some sort of open world, but they won't ever do that. So I just wanted to get that out of the way because people dude, that's such a hot topic right now. And I'm like, bro, they can't even get interceptions right in college football.
Yeah, I mean, I know the football ones are kind of all over the place in terms of gameplay. 2K, it's something different like every year that's broken.
Yeah.
But it's just like in any game, but especially like sports games at this point, it's just they're so full of tryhards that stuff just like it gets manipulated and like you almost see these real sports end up following the exploits that people do in video games because I truly believe that in basketball, like the 3-point revolution, a huge reason for it was because for 10 years people were playing like 2K and NBA Live and we're like, why do I do anything but take dunks and threes?
Yeah.
Like, and the NBA is like, look, I can simulate this and play 100 games, or I can simulate 1,000 games with these tendencies and look how much more I win. And then all of a sudden, like you're able to do it in real life without trying to convince all these people to like completely change everything.
Yeah. Like deep mid-range shots are the most useless shot in basketball. Like it's a
1,000%.
low percentage shot for 2 points. Just take literally a step backwards.
And I'll say, I do think we see it every year. There is value in the mid range because just literally looking at like space, like arena, or area and like surface, like, surface area, is that if you don't shoot anything like outside of the key and you only shoot like in the paint and the 3-point line, like that massively reduces essentially the amount of space you have to guard. So like you need to be able to keep defenses honest. But again, shooting an 18-footer versus like a 22-footer in the corner or a 20-footer from the top of the arc versus a 23-footer.
Yeah.
Like it's stupid.
You're trolling.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you're like a mid-range demon, like a Devin Booker, Jaylen Brown, someone like that like can hit him consistently.
Kawhi, KD,
yeah. Like you said, like keep them honest for sure. But it's like, wait, like, you're not going to see Kobe's or Michael Jordans anymore that are just feasting from the mid range. And if you do, they
like
will
Shea is the closest, but he also lives at the free throw line.
Yeah, like DeMar DeRozan's a perfect example of one of those archetypes in today's NBA. They're just role players / really good players, and they would never be seen as like a superstar because it's just you're kind of just
get
wasting.
buckets.
Yeah,
but they're not winning an elite rate. Again, Shea is kind of like he's still doing well, but that's in part because of how much it opens
his
up
50 free
else.
throws a game. Yeah. And since I naturally transitioned into, I mean, this bracket is stupid. I'm just gonna say it. This bracket sucks.
Dude. 7-1.
Yeah. So we had 2 3-1 comebacks. Which one do you want to talk about first? The Pistons one and get it out of the way, or the Magic? Or the Sixers.
Let's do Sixers because we said that if Embiid is playing, they have a chance.
Yeah.
And he didn't. I don't remember if he played game 1, but he played like at least after that, like here and there, essentially. And he's playing like I don't think either of us are huge Embiid fans. But at the same time, like that dude is a beast. Like I'm not going to deny that he's a beast. And Jaylen Brown going on a stream post game 7, and like that is
Dude, that
crazy
was
to me.
so
Like,
bad.
it's so.
And
cringe.
here's another thing. We did say that because I remember us talking about. We're like, we don't think. Who was it? We called out. I think it was Quetta, and I said he is a good 7-footer, but I don't know how he's going to do against like a true dominant 7-footer. And Joel Embiid, fresh off appendicitis, said, "Yeah, Tyler, I got you.
Yeah.
Mitchell, I got you. I'll show you how bad he is against a true 7-footer." Like, because bro, Joel hasn't played for a minute, and I forgot that was his injury.
Yeah, same. I had completely forgotten that that's what was going on.
And bro, he came in and like completely dominated. Like I thought like he'd be a bit rusty. No, he literally came in and was like, "All right, business as usual. I am just going to shit on these guys right now."
You know what's crazy is because I'm looking at it right now. They went 3-1 in the games he played. So he did not play in the first 3 games. They got 1 win without him, which was the game in which both Edgecombe and Maxey went off. And then he comes back and they win the last 3. And like, I mean, his shooting splits aren't like all that fantastic. They're not awful, but like they're all that fantastic. But I mean, like he is a game changer, especially against someone like the Celtics who are going to take a lot of threes, and they do not have an answer for. Again, most people don't have an answer for him, but he's going to get it. And then they want to complain about him being a flopper, him getting free throws, and like I get it, but like
brother, he
let's
had
not
11.
Let's not act like that. That's not been the last however many years of his career. Like he shot like during his like peak in terms of like 20, if you go all the way back from 2018 to 2024, there's one season in which he averaged less than 10 free throws a game, and he was all the way up to like basically pushing 12 on those last 3 seasons. It's just since he's been like legitimately more injured. I mean, he's been injured every single season.
Yeah,
but like
I get what you're saying.
Where he's was still like in his prime, even if he's been injured, that he's getting like 10 free throws a game. And so it's like, okay, when he plays well, like, yeah, he's going to get these free throws. And so to be like, oh, he's getting more free throws than he usually should, it's just is like.
Plus, my thing too is, one, yes, he's a flopper. Like, we could just get that out of the way. This isn't me saying he's not a flopper. But 2, bro, he's a 7-footer. He's in the paint. Like, you're naturally getting hit more. Like, and that's what I don't like about Shai is it's Joel Embiid isn't seeking the contact. He's just a 7-footer playing a 7-footer role. Like, he's 280 pounds. He's in the paint. Shai is going in like, bro, he's getting a ridiculous ones on mid ranges, like on these crazy shots that shouldn't be. Like, Joel's getting 11, which is apparently triggering Jaylen Brown. Being a 280 pounder, pretty much living in the paint. Like,
and shout out for Joel for being a center that actually hits free throws too.
Yeah.
Let's give credit where credit's due.
Jaylen Brown got 6. Joel only had 5 more than him. Like, it's not like he had
Brown had 9 in game 5 too.
Yeah, like he's not having an egregiously more amount than Jaylen Brown. So it's like Joel Embiid just came in and was what he's been expected to be pretty much his entire career, which was a series changer. Which good for him because I have been a huge critic of Joel Embiid, mainly because his health, but also just I think he just early in his career, I think he just talked too much. Like like if you're gonna talk so much shit, like back it up at some point, and he did. Finally, at 32 years old. But that was our big thing was we didn't know how the Celtics would handle a true big. And it's not like Quetta didn't play bad, right? Like he had 17 points, 12 boards. But bro, when you have a guy like Joel Embiid, who is, I would say he's an elite big. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Nobody would.
When he's playing at his peak, he's an elite big. And it's just a different ball game, bro. It's such a different ball game when you have to play against, like, I get like small ball dominates, but bro, when you have an elite big, shout out not Jokic, like Joel Embiid in the playoffs, like, bro, you can flip a series on its head. And I get people say, well, the Celtics are yada yada yada. Jason Tatum's a pussy. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Like, how do you left knee stiffness? It's not even your Achilles. Go play.
It is crazy that he did not
At least
in
play
game
like 20
7.
minutes, bro.
Like, and who knows? Maybe it's bad. Like he did tear his Achilles last year, so that's 100%.
But that's my thing. I would have said if it was like calf tightness, I'd have been like, oh, okay. He said it was knee soreness or knee stiffness. Okay, so
I have no like. We'll see if like more comes out of it or whatever. But yeah, like it is. And dude, I'm sorry. Like Jaylen Brown wants to complain because I'd forgotten about this until.
Bro, his stream triggered me so hard.
Dude, they had 3 starters that didn't score a bucket, dude. Like Jaylen Brown, 27 shots. Derek White, 26 shots. Ron Harper Jr., 1. Garza, 2. Shearman, 3, 4. Like, you're not even
Derek
giving
White
these guys an
28%
opportunity.
from 3, bro. Like,
yeah, like, I'm sorry, but like they literally essentially, I mean, and Quetta even had like a solid game.
That's
but
what I'm saying.
They literally gave the ball to 5 guys, like, to shoot it. And so it's like you're trying to beat them with 5 players, and like you are going against a good team. Like they might be the 7 seed or whatever, but they were the 7 seed because Joel Embiid never played all year.
Yeah,
and of course,
and Paul George was hurt pretty much most of the year too, right? Like he was
injured for part of it, but then he was suspended for 25 games because of like PED stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll say, damn, those PEDs sure ain't showing up. This motherfucker's averaging like 10. This guy sucks. But yeah, I mean, the Sixers look good, bro. I mean, the way things are shaking out, like just to continue talking about them before we, dunk on Boston fans.
Yeah.
Like you're playing against the Knicks, who Joel Embiid, like a lot of people brought it up. Like they've always had this kind of
him and Towns got this beef.
Yeah, got this beef. I'd take Joel Embiid every day of the week and twice on Sundays over Karl Anthony Towns. Like, it ain't debatable.
As long as he's healthy, 100%.
Yeah. The only one I see as a potential matchup issue for them is the Cavs, and the Cavs just went 7 with the Raptors. So, honest to God, if you're the Sixers, I would be feeling really good right now. Like, genuinely, I'd be like, wait, this is our conference to lose at this point.
What's crazy, so a couple things. One, I saw a tweet saying, what if it was actually Joel Embiid's appendix that was that was cursed this whole time, and now that they removed it, the curse has been lifted and he's okay, and they go on and win? That would be wild. The other thing, like, I do think a lot of the East, especially because people they all went 6 or 7. One went 6, the rest went 7. I think a big part of that, and not even realizing it, me not realizing it, especially in the Cavs Raptors, is that there were so many, like, they were perfectly matched up teams. But like in the way they were constructed, like Pistons and the Magic are, honest to God, like damn near the same team. There's slight differences, but they're very similar teams. Like Raptors and the Cavs, like they are a good matchup against each other. Knicks and Hawks, that it surprised me, but again, like Dyson Daniels, like doing his thing, and then Celtics Sixers, like, is a good matchup when Embiid is healthy. So I feel like the seeding didn't really matter as much as like the matchups given, which do matter in basketball.
Yeah, no, for sure. I just think, a big thing is it's for the Celtics, like the easy excuses. Yeah, it is really hard when Tatum's out, although they were losing with Tatum in. I think the biggest issue is I just think I didn't like how they put this roster together. I also don't like that you have Vucevic, who's just not playing for no reason.
I don't know why you wouldn't put him, like, again. I mean, unless he's hurt, maybe he is. But
I don't know. Like, again, Queta played fine, but I feel like Vucevic would be a very valuable rotational piece into Joel Embiid.
At least, another big, like a legitimate big body.
Yeah,
that it could, like, he's not as tall, but I mean 6'9", 260. Like,
yeah, I don't know. I just feel like that was pretty troll in my opinion. Like, I just don't get it. Like, I think I would rather Vucevic be out there than Garza. I would
dude. I didn't because I'd never heard of this dude, but Baylor Shearman or whatever.
Yeah,
6'6", 205. Like, why are you starting him?
Yeah,
like genuinely, why are you starting him at center if Embiid is playing?
That's what I'm saying. Like, Embiid literally just gave you belt to ass. Like, And it's not like your small ball lineup stopped their guards. Like Maxi and Edgecombe were 23, 30. Like, brother, their main three on the Sixers with Maxi, Edgecombe, and Joel Embiid dropped 100 or like, what is that? 80, 90 points? Yeah, 90 points.
I mean, so, like their bench scored 3 points. So when I was saying about this, the Celtics playing with 5, the Sixers basically did the same thing by playing with 3.5, like 4.
Yeah, and that is what worries me about the Sixers. I will say that is my one worry is I feel like they're really not deep at all.
No,
which is not good because I think the Knicks can be pretty deep.
Yeah.
And I feel like the Cavs are a pretty deep team. And I don't think Embiid's going to have as easy as a time on Jared Allen as he.
Oh, if they play, definitely. Like Allen and Mobley is he's still going to get his buckets, but like they're going to make things much harder.
Like if I'm the Sixers, I am the biggest Detroit Pistons fans ever because I swear to you, Joel Embiid would actually fist that team.
Well, again, like they can't shoot.
He might look like 2001 Shaquille O'Neal if they play the Pistons. Oh God.
I have no faith in the Pistons with their lack of shooting.
Yeah. Let's move on to the Pistons and Magic since we're on them anyways. Pistons did it. Would you credit this more to the Pistons stepping up or the Magic just kind of falling apart or kind of a mix of both?
I mean, it's a mix of both. When you go, 48 minutes without scoring in Game 6. That is absurd. Like 28 straight missed field goals or something like that.
I also don't know if you saw it. The Magic did fire their coach 40 minutes ago.
Yeah, I saw that right before we started. But which maybe it's because of that. I don't know. Again, they have some players, but they were the 8th seed. You should win one more. But I mean, Cade was killing it, honest to God, all series.
Yeah, Cade Cunningham has solidified himself as a superstar. He legitimately, he was doing everything he could. He is the one person I wouldn't blame in this series. The dude straight up was doing I think they said he was averaging 38 points a game or 36 points a game, something stupid.
32.
Oh, 32.
That might be.
Oh, sorry. I think it was his wins that they were looking at. And yeah, dude, he popped off. We did say they looked beatable. I don't think this kind of took away from that. They definitely did look beatable. My assumption with the coaching firing is he got fired due to the roster turmoil we kept hearing about. Because I feel again, basketball coach, bro, if your team doesn't score in 45 minutes, that's not on the coach. That's your players being ass. The coach can't do anything. You're just ass.
But maybe you could get up one play, but at the same time, they weren't getting anything. And a coach can make up a play, but if the players are turning it over and everything.
Yeah. And so also Jalen Suggs was absolutely horrible this entire series. Holy shit, was he awful?
He was shooting like he was a star. In terms of the amount of shots taken, essentially.
He was horrendous.
He fell below 30% for the series. My goodness. He's
shooting
more. He'd have a better chance hitting a baseball, dude.
Brother. Oh, God. He was horrible. Desmond Bane wasn't that good either this series. I know Magic fans wanted to blame Paolo, but he was phenomenal in the postseason.
At least in the last
play-in and this series, for the most part, he was on point. Next steps for the Magic, I said it on Twitter. I think the coach is a domino effect. I think they're going to lose a lot more than people think because, again, all we heard this season was a ton of turmoil in this locker room and toxicity. I think there's a couple players that are going to go. Namely Paolo, because it seemed like he's kind of getting bullied to an extent on the roster.
They were without Franz Wagner, though, which I will say,
yes, for sure,
a big thing, and Jonathan Isaac as well. Who, if I heard
he was really
about
good
him all season, because he's been kind of in and out of the league at times, but then and he only played like 52 games this season and not putting up big stats. But I was hearing good things about him being a productive player whenever I was hearing about him.
Yeah, I just think I think it's whatever happened in the locker room. I think now that they blew a 3-1 lead, like it's just one of those things that's going to completely mental boom. So my assumption is they're not going to take the Hornets route where they're like, oh my God, this is a good sign. I think they're going to go the opposite direction and be like, fuck this team. Which I don't think they should, because I think they showed a lot of promise.
They have pieces that they've got to make some changes, but they do have pieces.
I think I guess we could also talk about the Celtics offseason plans too. Like good on the Pistons. I think the Cavs are going to win. I think the Cavs match up a lot better with the Pistons. You're not.
And they should have shooting.
Yeah,
which the Pistons didn't have.
The Cavs should not go 45 minutes without scoring. I don't think that'll happen at all. That would be insane. I would say the Pistons are doing some voodoo magic at that point. But yeah, actually, real quick before I forget, do you see Celtics making any sweeping changes to their roster this offseason? What do you think is next in line for the Celtics? In my opinion, I think they're just going to get healthy and run it back pretty much. I don't really see them doing anything crazy.
I think that's what is going to be their goal. I don't know what contracts Tatum and Brown are on. I think they're still locked in for a couple more years, but it also is dude, the league is good, and I don't. People
actually, I'd trade Jaylen Brown after that stream. On God, I would trade him. Holy, but yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
But I think the league is getting good, and people think because they're the Celtics and because they've been good that they deserve all this credit. But I don't think that they are a championship team anymore. And part of that is because I do think that the Spurs and the Thunder are truly just a step ahead of them. Now, that doesn't mean they can't win, because if by some miracle, let's just say the Timberwolves or the Lakers make it out of the West, the Celtics could beat those teams. I don't see them beating the Spurs or the Thunder, but I do see them being capable of beating essentially every other team in the West if somebody were to come out. But again, that's also not a good thing to be like, oh yeah, we're just hoping that one of the two best teams in the Western Conference doesn't make it out of the Western Conference.
Yeah. No, yeah, I'm with you. I do agree. I mean, they could maybe be players for Greek, maybe if you're the Celtics. But I don't really see them doing too much. I think a lot of their thing is we weren't healthy. Tatum literally was just off his Achilles surgery 2 months ago. Yeah. So my assumption is they'll run it back and see what happens. But yeah, Magic, I think they're gonna implode. I just think I don't know. I don't like roster turmoil stuff, and then they fired their coach after a good season. I hate when teams do that.
They're just the fall guy for the shortcoming, or I wouldn't even necessarily call it a shortcoming. Again, you were
I think this was great. You pushed the Pistons to 7. Obviously, it was winnable. But I mean, you pushed the Pistons to 7. You lost Wagner, who was a huge part of your success in your 3-1 lead, anyways. But that's again why I see them imploding. I think I just don't. I hate when teams do that. I hate it when the Bucks did it with Budenholzer. I hate when teams fire coaches after overachieving. I think it's stupid. So yeah, let's go Knicks Hawks. I guess we could just blow through this one. This series went about what we said. We said it would probably be a six game series.
5 or 6,
yeah, that would be closer than we thought. The final game was not close at all.
We were just texting that whole time, just what the fuck is going on, dude? I remember it blew my mind. I don't know what it was. There was some sign in the universe for everybody to get on Twitter, because it was nobody's watching the game or whatever, and then everybody at the 7-11 mark of the second quarter saw it was 60-19, and everybody tweeted at the same minute, and I'm like, why this minute? Why are we all talking about this right now? But I mean, it was just absurd.
It was an ass beating. It was an actual that is the textbook definition of belt to ass is what happened to the Hawks in that game. That's demoralizing. I would have rather not played.
I saw a tweet that asked which was the most embarrassing like series out or like loss of the postseason. And because I mean, there's been a couple. There was the Magic collapse. There was the Nuggets without Jokic, or losing to the Timberwolves without Anthony Edwards, Dante DiVincenzo, and even Io. There was this one, and there was the Hawks. Dude,
I'd rather be the Hawks and get my ass beat like this than be the Nuggets. Oh my god,
the Hawks had the least. They had the least amount of votes in the poll. So it said whose playoff exit was most sad or embarrassing? The Hawks, the Nuggets, the Celtics, and the Magic. Number one was Hawks it was the Nuggets at 46%, and the Celtics at 32%, and the Magic at 11%, and the Hawks at like 10.5%. So I was like, dude, the Hawks being blown out by 50 and last is hilarious. I said the Nuggets, and I agree that the Hawks, as crazy as it is like the least embarrassing thing there. But it just goes to show like how wild some of these moments are. That being blown out by 50 is not.
Yeah, bro. It was 83 to 36 at the half, and their lead just got bigger. Like that's insane. 140 to 89 is filthy work. That's disgusting.
I think it's the first time in at least 50 years in which the away team has scored over 100 before the home team scored 50. Like, dude, I couldn't imagine being at that game. I would have been fuming. But like,
I'd have left. I would have definitely left it 60 to 19. Oh god, I'm missing the traffic, guys. I'm out.
Be like, what the what am I doing? Like, this is fucking.
Like, there's a point where it's like there is a 0% chance we come back. Like that first quarter, I would have probably be like, yeah, there's no way. At 60 to 19, I'm like, there is absolutely no way we are coming back. This team is just like. And that's the thing, I guess, why the Hawks loss isn't embarrassing, because it is true. The Knicks are just better. Like, they really are just better than you. Like,
they're not that much better, but this series should not have gone 6.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the 2 games they won were by 1 point. Like, at the end of the game. This is
the kind of sorry. This isn't what I would expect is a 51-point win.
Yeah.
But blowouts are what I was kind of expecting from the Knicks. Like, you and I kept saying, like, they need to just, like, finish this team off. And they really did, bro. They're 51 points game 6 win, a 30-point win in game 5, near 20-point win in game 4. Like that was kind of what I would have expected from this team. And it's really good if you're the Knicks, because that's a ton of confidence going like, we just beat the shit out of these guys. Like, bro.
I mean, that's the thing. They didn't lose. They didn't win a single game by less than 11 points. Like it was 11, 16, 29, and fucking 51.
Like, we'd feel a lot better if they won one of these close games. Because again, you're probably not gonna beat the piss out of the Celtics like you just beat the Hawks. So that's what I meant. But like, that's what I want to see is like them to win at least one, because that's kind of worrying that you can't close close games, but it's not worrying that you can beat the absolute brakes off of somebody. So yeah, that's kind of what I expected. Go Knicks. Hawks in the offseason, I think they're going to remain mid and just keep doing their thing that they always do.
They're going to be the most mid team of all time, and you can count on that happening.
You're in Atlanta. No free agents want to go there. Your team's not attractive enough. You just got the break speed off you. So,
and you're not bad enough to get. Well, who knows? You know, maybe when they change those drafts, stuff. We don't need to get into that today. I do think waiting for the lottery is a better day to like have a full conversation on that, because that's like next week or like this coming week.
Yeah, and I don't think they've even approved it yet. It's just being looked at and voted on. So
I mean, I think, in short, I think that's an abysmal strategy. But the Hawks are going to be like,
they're big. Thank God, they're big.
We have a way out. We have a way out of being mid, and you already know they're still going to find a way to be. They could get the number 1 pick, and they're going to finish 46 and 34 and 38.
Yeah,
whatever it is.
Yeah, they could get whoever they want, and they're going to be mid. They just are mid. Yeah. And so now one of the closer series that was really surprising, Cleveland, Toronto. I mean, I give credit to Toronto. I also think if you're Cleveland, if you're the coach, if you're the players, wake the fuck up. Like, you need to wake up. You can't be shooting 28% from deep. Like you guys need to wake up. I don't know if they just took their foot off the gas a little bit or if they're running out of gas. Like congrats to the Cavs fans. I know it kind of sucks that we haven't been gassing you. And now we're just kind of pooping on you, but you deserve it. It's what we said about Donovan Mitchell, man. You live or die by him, and if he's not shooting well, it really hurts. It's really hurting. They need to wake up. They're not gonna. They have all the makings of being able to make it far, possibly win a ring.
They're still. I mean, they're better than Detroit, I think, even if that's kind of been whatever, you know.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like they need to wake up because Detroit. I feel like you're not going to be able to shoot this poorly, in my opinion. I think like Detroit kind of caught a little bit of fire. They have a lot of momentum. Wake up. With the Raptors, I mean, it's kind of just like the Hawks. They're just average. Again, dude, Brandon Ingram sitting out of the game. Bro, stop sitting out of game sevens.
Dude, LeBron's never missed a playoff game in like 285 games or something.
Yeah, bro.
He's out with like a heel injury, and I know, you know, we're not professional athletes. We're not these guys, but if I'm not on a stretcher, I am playing.
Yes, play 15, 20 minutes. Play a little bit. I'm not saying sprint up and down the court, and force yourself to die, but like, brother, the knee stiffness, a toenail injury from Brandon Ingram. Like, play the game. This is game 7. What are you doing? You actually have these teams like on the brink. You have them in the corner. Just finish them off. It's actually like triggers the hell out of me how many players just missed game 7. Like, oh yeah, sorry. Like, what are we doing? And again, RJ Barrett just he's like a really bad shot chucker. So like he's like a knockoff version of Bradley Beal. So I just, you're not going to win many games, in my opinion, unless he's just really feeling hot. I don't really have much to say about the Raptors, to be honest. You might have more than me. I think they're just like the Hawks. They're just average.
I don't. Again, RJ he had a good series, but I don't believe in him. But Scotty Barnes is. He's a really good player.
He's a weirdo, though. He is a weird human being.
The East has some really interesting stars, and I'm not going to count. I'm grouping them as stars because they're not all in the same category. But like Paolo, like Franz Wagner, like even Tatum and Brown, you could put in this. Like Cade, Scotty Barnes, like a lot of these guys are like they're really good, and I know Celtics fans would flame me with Tatum in this regard, but like, and you know, even Pistons and Magic
I would say Cade solidified himself as a
necessarily like top 5 potential guys, and are all like they'll be top 10 because top 10's got to be somebody, but like a lot of the top 10 are in the West.
Yeah. I mean, I will give it to Cade, in my opinion. Like, I'll say he solidified himself as a superstar, just what he did to like literally will his team. Obviously, it's the Magic, but Magic are playing well, man. But no, I agree with you. I think it's really hard to see with the Raptors and the Hawks. Like, they have like good young players, but like, do I think they'll be like superstars that'll like push your team over the hump to ever beat teams like this? I just don't see it. I guess let's just blow through this series. Thunder Suns. Yeah, Thunder won. They were the better team. I don't really have much to say.
Yeah, and I mean, we saw it coming. We knew it was going to happen. I'm like, you know, it doesn't surprise me by any metric. I would love for, you know, the Thunder to not continue to dominate. But, you know,
they just have a really good team, man. They have a really good team. They have 0 superstars, but a bunch of really good players. Absolutely no superstars on this team, though. But they have some really good players. I think the problem with the Suns is the problem the Suns have had since Chris Paul. Since they let go Chris Paul, they don't have a point guard. You need a point guard. Devin Booker's not. He's not a point guard. He's not a playmaker. Jalen Green is not a point guard. He's not a playmaker. They just replaced Bradley Beal with Bradley Beal. Just a younger version. Yeah, you need a point guard. Get a point guard. You shouldn't have let go of Chris Paul. He was your only hope. Now Lakers Rockets. I mean, this was surprising for me, at least. You were riding the copium. You weren't surprised, but I mean, the Lakers. I'm so glad they put a stamp on the last game, though. They just
Dude,
said, "Our God."
Fuck that they didn't, dude. I don't expect Braun to lose 3-0. I don't expect anybody to lose 3-0, but I don't think it changes stuff. But at the same time, the public perception would never let it go.
Oh
And
no!
so in that sense, it does change things. And I just don't need that stress in my fucking life, dude. Like, I do not need
Don't
to
worry,
be
they're
like,
gonna get swept, and it's gonna be just as bad. So
somehow it's still going to be LeBron fucking sucks. They got swept, as if everybody and their mother doesn't see that coming. But dude, I mean, again, it would piss me off if by somehow the Lakers go up 3-0 and then they blow this 3-0. I mean, they were never fucking supposed to be 3-0 in their life here. And like, it's an irredeemable thing. Like, I've stressed for 23 years of my life when it comes to the playoffs, because it is just like, I want to go be down 1-2 in every series that my team is in, so that there is no detractors. There's nothing you can say if we fail to lose. Like, win the first, like, lose the first one, or win the next one, lose the next one, and then, they can't blame a 3-0. They can't blame a 3-1 lead. Like, let them get 2 so that, it's just a good series.
Yeah. I agree. I'm glad they put a stamp on it. Again, I see us getting just belted in this next series. And obviously because Luke is not there, but also just because, again, I don't like Kennard obviously came back to earth a little bit, but I don't like that he's gotten completely frozen out of the offense just because Reeves showed up. He's a better 3-point shooter than Reeves. I think it's really bad. I don't like that Marcus Smart has also gotten frozen out. Again, I think he's a huge part. Rui played really well. LeBron played pretty well.
It doesn't feel like it whenever I watch him, but I mean, Rui is like quite literally, statistically, the greatest playoff 3-point shooter of all time, which is
insane,
genuinely absurd.
But yeah, I just don't, especially if Luka's going to be out a majority of this. I don't know if they'll make it far enough. I know Luka's going back for more stem cells or whatever. Yeah. But again, Reeves just, I don't know, man. I don't really think this kid is good in the playoffs. I don't think he's worth a super max or a max.
I mean, hey, if he helps them if he outduels Shea, dude, give him the max. Whatever.
I mean, yeah, obviously, if they beat the Thunder, yeah, just hand him a blank check and say, "What do you want?" I don't see it. I see it 4-1 though. I'm riding the copium. I think the Lakers will get one game. Probably an early one is my assumption. Like, the Thunder will fall asleep at the wheel, and then the Lakers will win, and then the Thunder will be like, okay, sorry, let's just wake up real quick, and then the Thunder will proceed to beat the absolute brakes off of us. But I'm
gonna ride the fucking copium.
You actually think the Lakers win this series?
It doesn't matter what I think. I'm gonna ride the copium. They're gonna win.
Okay. Yeah, if Luka was in, it would be a completely different story. I'd say Lakers in 5.
Legoat is going to carry them.
Apparently, that's what everyone's expecting. Shouldn't LeBron be expected to win a championship if he's the greatest of all time?
My mind. Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. Luckily, the Lakers are playing a team with no true superstar, so like that is their, like, I guess their saving grace is the Thunder don't have one. So that is your, saving grace. It's really going to be on the whistle. Bro, they open as 15.5-point underdogs. My God.
It's going to be a doozy, but like I said, I'm riding the fucking copium, dude. But Lakers are winning it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like there's no way, like, we can't get our ass beat 4 games straight, right? Like, there's no way. Like, we'll at least make one close and winnable, right?
Imagine just all of them 50-point beatings. Holy shit.
That'd be brutal. I'd just stop. If we go down 3-0 to just ass whoopings, I'm not watching game 4. Oh God. But yeah, I mean, I'm proud of the Lakers.
The Lakers they shouldn't be here, and all nobody. They had a 14% chance of winning
Yeah.
the last series. As much as people want to say that's not the case and that the Rockets actually suck, they 14% chance, dude.
I
We're
will
not
say
gonna
this:
dismiss that.
if somehow the Lakers can be like 2-1 or even 3-1, and Luka comes back, I'm putting my money on the Lakers. Though I'd straight up, I think if Luka can come back, they win the series. I don't know why, but it just feels
dude,
like destiny.
2-2, just steal one in Oklahoma, dude. Just steal one.
That's another thing, bro. A future reference. We're going to probably talk about it after the Lakers get belted. Luka needs to be on minutes restrictions in season. He is injured every postseason run. It is not good. I'm giving him just as much flack as I'm giving the coaches. This dude is unhealthy every time he's in the postseason. It's unacceptable. There's no excuse for it. He just got in shape this year and still was hurt. Don't care about the excuses. You got to be healthy come postseason. You can't be as good and as much of an impact as he is and not be healthy come postseason time. Like if I was the Mavs, that would be my only saving grace. I'd be like, see, the dude's never healthy when we need him. Luka needs to be on a minutes restriction or a Kawhi protocol, something like that.
Or even just don't play him for like 10 days before the end of the season.
Yeah, so anything to keep him fresh for the postseason. He cannot constantly be injured. And also Austin Reeves, in my opinion, if I was Austin Reeves, I'd just be looking to get mine. I'd be looking to get my buckets, get my contract. And I think if he does that, they actually have a chance of winning. But yeah, if he plays like dog shit against the Thunder, I'm telling you, I'm not giving that kid a max.
I mean, it sounds crazy even saying this, but if Reeves, like without Luka, if Reeves can put up like 30 a game and Braun gets 25, the Lakers legitimately got a chance.
Yes.
I will say that. Like, now it's still not a great chance, but like if AR is giving you an efficient, like, again, he's essentially matching Shea, like they have a chance.
And bro, Lakers, here's another thing. Bro, enough with the lazy passing. Holy fuck. It drives me insane.
Almost sold him.
Like, brother, you can't do that against the Thunder, or it literally will be 40 to 50 point differentials every game. Like, we will get belted. If like LeBron's just as bad as it is at everyone else too. Like, everyone needs
23 more turnovers than the Rockets in that series.
Yeah, that's not you can't win games like that. The Thunder are going to abuse you if you do that. The only person that doesn't do it is Bronny, which is insane. Like, he does not do lazy passing. They all need to look at Bronny and just copy it. Like, every pass is like, put some oomph behind it. Stop doing these lazy handoff passes that they're going to take away from you. Please, God, please. Moving on. Nuggets, Timberwolves. I mean, we got to talk about it. Jokic is a fraud.
I mean, dude, I've genuinely not been on it. Like, not been on him. Like, everyone's like MVP. I said a couple weeks ago, I'm like, if this dude, like, because I said if he were to have 6 MVPs and in 10 years we look back at him and he only has like 1 championship, we'd be calling him the most overrated player ever. And my thing with 6 MVPs is like he could have had 2 more. Like he could have 5 right now, and he could have won this season. And but like I don't think he will. I think it's going to Shea because again they're going to change the votes. The same way that it was for the Rookie of the Year. He's not winning it this year now because of that loss. Like even if votes were submitted, that they're getting resubmitted so that he doesn't win. But he's not
very bad,
on.
Bro. He played bad besides these last 2 games. The last 2 games he played really good.
But it's like we would just be looking at this guy like he does not belong in these conversations. He's a phenomenal player. Like I'm not going to say he is not a top 5 player in this league. But at the same time, it's like stats.
In the regular season, he is.
Yeah, like stats are wildly inflated. This guy is not doing this stuff. So we need to stop acting like that this guy is just some untouchable legend that nobody in today's game can compare to. Like he is not gapping people the way, like the rest of the league, the way people think, but or the way that you would think, but when you look at his resume and you see 3 or potentially 4 MVPs or 5 MVPs and all that stuff, like he's just
Yeah.
not doing that.
And I'll say this, I'll give him the one saving grace is, I mean, Jamal Murray is ass. He is so bad. That dude averaged like 20% from the field this series. He was horrible. I never understood why they were building around him anyways. I always thought it should have been Michael Porter Jr. instead. But yeah, he was terrible. That's Jokic's only like saving grace. I genuinely be surprised if Jokic doesn't request a trade because this team's ass.
He's apparently like about to sign an extension this year. Like that was the rumor I heard the other day, which would just be like, okay, like he doesn't care for winning.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Like I put pressure on him. Like I wouldn't sign it if only to put pressure on the front office that you have to make some moves because he's like,
if I was him, I'm not signing it with this roster. I'm like, these guys are terrible.
I'm not locking in because then you guys don't necessarily need to do anything. You know?
Yeah, like this, and I will say that, like, yes, should they have beaten the Timberwolves? 100% every day, 10 times out of 10, you should have won this game. Or won this series.
Easiest 3-1 comeback potential we've ever seen.
But man, this roster is butt cheeks. You got Jamal Murray, who is just he's butt cheeks. I wouldn't say he's a star. Like I'd say he's solid. I know Aaron Gordon was out this game. I know he's like hurt or something.
He's been like on and off hurt like the whole series basically, so kind of barely played.
That kind of sucks. And that's the funny thing is Jamal Murray's usually like not that good in the regular season, and then he's a playoff riser, and he was not. Aaron Gordon being out doesn't help. Cameron Johnson played well.
Christian Braun on the worst contract in the NBA.
Yeah, Christian Braun was crazy. But again, I just think to like again a player I'm super critical of. If this was Joel Embiid, I would not let him live it down. I'd be like, how the fuck did you lose to this team? And I'm gonna keep the same energy with Jokic. How the fuck did you lose to this team? I like genuinely. You lost to Terrence Shannon Jr., Jaden McDaniels, and Julius Randle, and you just got belted by them. Like,
dude,
and Rudy Gobert, I guess.
Shout out. Well, I mean, Rudy's is defending is truly proving himself as if he hasn't already. But then, shout out Anthony Edwards for being like, they might have whoever it was. He said it. I think he said it was talking about KD. They might have KD, but we got Jaden McDaniels.
Yeah,
and apparently Jaden McDaniels is that dude.
Yeah, he played it really well, dude. He did.
I mean, 32 in the closeout game.
He stepped up huge when Anthony was out. We'll obviously get to it. I think they stand 0 chance against Spurs, but I mean, good for them. Rudy Gobert played really well defensively. He made Jokic look like a bum. Julius Randle did Julius Randle things. He was kind of a bucket, kind of ass. Naz Reid, I still think he's one of the best 6 men in the league. Like he's so good as a 6 man.
And he does so many things that it's like underrated what he can do offensively. Like
he's like a championship player, in my opinion. Yeah. Like he's like a Marcus Smart, where it's like if you have him on your team, like
as long as you're not like overpaying for him, because that's the thing, like difference between him and Smart. Like Smart's never going to get a big contract, whereas like Naz Reid is making $25 million a season, which is a lot of money, and like does kind of eat into what you might want. Like if he was making 16 to 18, you'd probably be like, oh, that is one of the best contracts in basketball. But
for sure.
But also like I barely know NBA contracts at this point. They're so inflated.
Yeah, they really are.
And they get more inflated every year to the point where it's like it's legitimately hard to keep up with like how inflated they are.
Yeah. No, I agree. And good for this Terrence Shannon Jr. kid, man. Like he just popped off. I mean, he didn't shoot great, but played solid. Off-season plans for the Nuggets. In my opinion, if you're Jokic, you either say you're trading me or you're making a move for a big name player. Like I'm not like they need to make a move for like a Greek or like they need to make a move for a legitimate number 2 for Jokic. Jamal Murray ain't it. Aaron Gordon ain't a legitimate number 2 either. So
I mean, Jamal could probably be a gnarly third option, but you're not getting
Yeah.
a second option without. I mean, you're just
Yeah.
not getting a second.
And
second
I don't
option.
think it'd be bad. Like if I were them, I mean, I would push for. I mean, who knows, man? Maybe get like a Paolo, maybe get like a Jalen Brown. I don't know, but
Dude,
it,
get it.
it's
Never mind. I was gonna say Jalen Duren, but I don't even think his like interior defense has been all that. Like
yeah.
that's another thing they need, dude. Jokic cannot defend the interior, and that is.
And I will say that's one of the Sixers' saving graces. Like they draft so fucking well, whereas like teams like the Nuggets don't. Like bro, they have VJ Edgecombe and Tyrese Maxey that have came out of nowhere and become like like stars for them. Like, yeah, the Nuggets need to make a move. They need someone to help. Like I don't know, maybe poach someone from the Rockets. I'm sure that roster is gonna blow up for pieces.
I mean, dude, I wouldn't be surprised if KD has played his last game in Houston already.
Yeah, I mean, but I would say like KD, if I was Jokic, would not.
Well, I'm not saying to get him, but I just mean in terms of like the Rockets blowing up, it could
Yeah.
start with KD getting out of there.
For sure. Yeah. Oh, I agree. Like I saw people saying like Amen Thompson's about to get paid 250 mil. I would look him dead in the face like, you think you deserve $250 million after what I just saw? Are you kidding me?
I bet you have the defense of a 250 million player, but you do not have half the offense.
Yeah.
Like you do not have the offense of a 120 million player.
I bet. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not paying you 250 mil. You just let me know now. We'll get you up out of here. I'm not paying you like, but I get it. They probably will because, like you said, NBA contracts are like insanely inflated. But brother, you got me fucked up if you think I'd pay you 250 mil after you just lost to the Luka-less, Reeve-less Lakers. Like I get Reeves came back last 2 games, but like, bro, he was averaging 10.
I mean, they do have Fred VanVleet, who's like a good player, would make them better. Like Steven Adams, like their strength is rebounding, so Steven Adams helps them tremendously there. Like that's
they definitely had injuries, but
star. Like
yeah,
a KD on that team on paper should have taken them to another level, and like felt like a very good fit. But like KD's older, he's not. I mean, he's still a bucket, but like he's older, and maybe he really isn't at the carry job that we thought he was.
I mean, and people. One of my buddies texted me and was like, I don't ever want to hear conversations about KD. I was like, brother, you want to know why KD belongs in these all-time conversations? I was like, because you're forgetting he's off an Achilles injury. Like no player in the history of sports has ever achieved the level they were pre-Achilles ever, because it's too hard of an injury to come back from. And people are still, it's the same. It's like the same issue I have with people expecting Braun to carry. Like, bro, he can't physically. He can't. He has one of the gnarliest injuries ever.
And I don't think people realize, like, we truly take for granted how old these dudes are. Like, Kevin Durant is 37, but like we forget about the rest of these players because of LeBron. And it's like because LeBron's just the oldest and he's been around the longest, and people still have these expectations, but it's like, well, if Bron's doing this, why can't Steph do this? Why can't Kevin Durant do this?
And that's another thing,
they
right?
should have, none of these guys should be expected to.
And that's the thing is, I think KD does
they get paid like they do.
Like KD does do what Braun does. And the thing is, yeah, dude, Braun's amazing. But one thing LeBron has gotten really, really fortunate of in his entire career is he hasn't ever had to deal with injuries ever. Like
he's never been the same after the Solomon Hill injury on 4/20, 2000 and like 21 or whatever, and that is the worst 4/20 in history since 1889.
Yeah. So but that's what I'm saying, man. It's just he's never had to deal with something like that. Like KD's 37, off an Achilles tear. Like, bro,
when I think that's what like
carry teams, like you're just tripping.
And we said this when the game. Like when he's been getting blitzed on the double team. I think that's why it makes the double team so much harder for him at this point.
Yeah.
But like he's older, he's slower. The Achilles, dude, the Achilles, I've even heard people say like a big reason that it happens so much in basketball is because of the drop step that people take.
That negative step. Yeah.
And that it's like, like you get trapped, you want to do something, and it's, dude, I hate it because like same. Like when I play, I have that negative step as well. And it's like it's just such a bad thing, and it like I'm sure all these guys at a higher level are way more aware of how much they do it. Like, like this is injuries happen because of this. You got to cut it out of your game, and then like they get in these moments and they don't think about it necessarily in the moment, but like at the back of their head, like I almost like think of like a Derrick Rose, like had his knee injuries, and you know that even after this like 2 ACLs or whatever, that he never was mentally the same player.
Yeah, and it might just also just be something he's completely removed from his game, right? Like it's
Yeah.
something he's just not practiced for anymore. Is like I'm just not going to do that because I'm old. And again, these guys are huge, dude. Like these are huge, explosive athletes. Like, bro, putting a lot of wear. So yeah, I don't really blame KD. I know he's out of there because I mean, he called his teammates the R word, but yeah, KD's out of there. Who knows what the Nuggets will do? Maybe they'll get KD. But yeah, I mean, I think KD should probably go to somewhere like he should probably go somewhere to relax where he doesn't have to do a ton, like I don't know, like a Lakers or something. Like just go there on like a super cheap deal or something, like somewhere you could just relax and you're not expected to like be the guy, you know?
It would be crazy to see him on the Nuggets though, and basically just be the premium MPJ.
Oh, dude, that'd be sick. Like a 38-year-old MPJ.
Yeah. Like wildly efficient, like more efficient and a better bucket getter, but he's like, I'm just playing the MPJ role, so I pass twice a game. And,
bro, that would be great for him at this point in his career. Like, oh, I'm doubled here, Jokic. Just find me when I'm open. I'll be chilling. Like, that would be great. Final series talking about again. It's the same as the Thunder Sun series. Spurs Blazers. The Blazers got one.
Yeah.
Good for them. That's about as much as I mean, I didn't expect them to get one, but I mean, Denny masterclass, Scoot Henderson masterclass. I think Scoot averaged like 5 points a game outside of that game. So,
dude, I don't know. I'm gonna try to math it out real quick. I mean, so they played 5 games. He averaged 15, and in that game he had 31.
Yeah. Okay. So last game, game 4, he had 0 points. He was 0 for 7 from the field. Game 5, he had 5 points.
Okay, so he had 44 points through 4 games if you take that out. So he averaged 11 a game.
Yeah.
Other than his 30-point bomb.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to Scoot. I actually really liked him. Oh, he had a game with 21 on good shooting.
Yeah.
I don't know what
he had a game with like 0 then.
He did. Game 4.
Yeah.
But like I don't know. I don't know what it is about Scoot. Like, I feel like, again, he keeps showing flashes where it's like he could be a legitimate scoring threat. And then he just
he legit had a game with 0.
Yeah, so I said 0. He went 0 for 7 and didn't make a point.
I thought you said 4.
Oh, no. 0.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand. I never will understand how players could be like 1 second like they're just popping the fuck off, and the next second they're literally scoring nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean the Blazers. Where do you go from here? I mean, I don't know.
Hope Denny turns it up another level.
Yeah,
dude,
Matisse.
You gotta get rid of Scoot. In all honesty, you gotta try to find some way to sell high on this kid.
Matisse. I guess maybe you're hoping Matisse Thybulle comes back and is good. Like is a big contributor. And yeah, I mean, in my opinion, if you can sell high, like maybe trade him to like a Laker. I don't know, like for like I don't know, 4 years from now, 2nd round pick. Like
dude,
just get rid of him.
I'd rather get Drew Holiday, dude. Drew Holiday backcourt with
Luka,
Drew, and Marcus Smart. Dude, imagine those two off the
that
bench.
Defense. Oh my god. Yeah, but like I don't know.
Mentality. Oh.
Maybe trade Scoot for like a Bronny. Like I don't know. Like they could use a Bronny right now.
Bronny go over there and average 40, dude.
But yeah, no. In all seriousness, like I don't know, man. This team's still on like rebuild / blow it up watch. I guess like his team's just got a bunch of average. Like you got Jeremy Grant who's like solid, Drew Holiday who's solid. Denny's
Drew Holiday is also like 35.
Yeah, Denny's good.
Jeremiah Grant's already 31. My goodness.
Yeah. Matisse Thybulle, again, he's 30, which is crazy to me because I swear just yesterday he was like a rookie on the Sixers. Getting overrated as hell. But like
they got Jan Hansen and they got the other little Asian dude. Never mind. The other Asian dude I'm thinking of, the Japanese guys on the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
They got Jan Hansen. He's a baller.
But yeah, it's just one of those things where you just got a bunch of randoms. Like they just have a bunch of like solid players that aren't really going to be anything.
Shaden Sharp should have been better. Him being. I feel like he averaged 21 for the season. Why? And then he averages
I don't know why he didn't play
7 for the series.
I mean, again, regardless of what they did, they weren't doing shit. But yeah, I don't know what you do if you're the Blazers. They're in a really horrible spot. They're like in an Atlanta Hawks spot. Like, like you're just mid. Spurs. I mean, I would say I'm worried, but I'm not. They're always this team that seems to play to the other team's level. Like, they blew them out, I guess, the last couple games. But in my opinion, they should have been blowing them out by 20 at minimum every game. I'm not going to knock them for not blowing them out enough.
They won by 13 and 12 in the other games.
Like,
it was just the one game.
I'm not going to knock them for not blowing them out enough. I think they'll be fine. Again, they always play up to their competition, but the issue is throughout the season they played down to their competition as well. It's just, in my opinion, it's just a young team thing. It's like, these guys suck. Like, they're not an older team yet. They're not as mature where they realize anything can happen. Which they should against Timberwolves, because you can't play down to them. The Nuggets just showed you that.
You got to win the first two, in which Ant definitely isn't playing.
Yeah,
and then they can win either way.
That being said, I think, in my opinion, the Thunder Lakers is going to be Thunder 4-1. The Spurs Timberwolves is going to be the Spurs 4-1. I don't see either of those games going past Game 5 unless some crazy shit happens. I think the Spurs they'll like win Game 1 and then they'll lose Game 2 and get hit in the mouth a little bit, and then they'll wake up like they did against the Blazers. Like, okay, let's just put these guys away.
I think they'll put them away. It's just the Edwards return game that might throw things off a little bit.
Yeah.
But like, other than that, like, I wouldn't be surprised if Edwards comes back Game 3. They win both in Minnesota, but then the Spurs win the next 2 and just put him out in 6.
Yeah.
It's not going 7.
Yeah, I agree. I think we're both in agreement. It's probably Thunder Spurs. Obviously, we hope it's the Lakers, but
I'm riding the copium, dude. Lakers are winning.
You think the Lakers are winning with your basketball opinion?
That's not what I said. I said I'm riding the copium.
Exactly. So we both want the Lakers to win, but we're assuming it's going to be what we.
It's going to be Lakers and Spurs in the conference finals.
The funniest thing is we've said this all season. Oh yeah, who's going to be conference finals? Yeah, it's going to be down to the Spurs Thunder. It's going to be down to the Spurs Thunder. It's going to be down to the Spurs Thunder.
Yeah, but now I'm in the moment and I'm going to ride the wave, dude. I'm going to be the one, because there's no way I lose this, because everybody knows it's the
Thunder. I don't
want
to start believing, because I didn't against the Rockets and they won. So maybe there's something to it. One
of us got to be on the copium. The other can join a couple games later.
Yeah, I'm going to say what I said about the Rockets. There is no way the Lakers win this series. Like 0% chance. Oh my gosh, I would get a LeBron James tattoo on my ass if they win this series. Actually, no, like genuinely.
You gotta pull Charles Barkley. Guarantee.
And then Pistons Cavs. I probably have Cavs in 7. It'll
end up being a dogfight again. I do feel like I don't think it should be or it needs to be, but I feel like it will be.
Same. After seeing the Raptors, the Cavs, I just don't trust them. I still trust them to win the series. I just don't trust them to like 4-0 them. So yeah, do you have Cavs in 6, 7?
Yeah, pretty much.
God.
Yeah, probably 6. I mean, dude, like, as we're going through these predictions, I will acknowledge we were 7-1 in our predictions for the first round, but like 6.5 if you want to say the Celtics, but like we did
say we needed to see Joel against their bigs. We said that was a crippling point against the Knicks and the Cavs. So
yeah, and so with that being the factor, I'm counting that as a win. And so we were 7-1 right now, or I was 7-1. You were 7-1. The Lakers.
I was 6-2. Yeah. I said the Rockets,
but 7-1. So I'm riding the wave. We're gonna be the same maybe after this series, after this round, because I'm saying the Lakers. I'm still riding with the Lakers. But then Spurs. We're both with the Spurs, and then I'm gonna ride this one. I'm gonna I do think it's a cap. Earlier on, a couple months ago, said Knicks are like kind of my team to come out.
Yeah.
But like I think Cavs are very capable. Those are probably like the two teams I've believed in the most. And even though the Cavs have almost shown me I should not believe in them, I still believe in them more than I believe in the Pistons purely because I have zero faith in the ability of the Pistons to shoot the three ball.
Yeah.
And because of that, I just the fact that they got to this round is because the Magic do not have the ability to shoot the three ball at an elite level.
The Cavs didn't shoot the three ball at an elite level against the Raptors, but yeah, I think they'll wake up. And then this one, I think we might differ. I think I'm going to go Sixers. I think I'm going to go Sixers in 6.
I'm going with my same caveat as the last one, as the Celtics series. It is entirely dependent on Joel Embiid and whether or not he plays.
I think he's going to play the whole series. That's my assumption. That's why I have the Sixers. Is I think they're feeling really good. Momentum is a thing in sports.
100%.
So I think they just came back 3-1.
With
Joel
Embiid,
they feel unbeatable.
Teams are gassed though. Sometimes teams get gassed after a 3-1.
But I will say this: Joel Embiid though is fresh. That's your saving grace. Is he's fresh. Maxey and Edgecombe are young, so I feel like it's kind of hard for them to be gassed. Like Paul George is probably gassed, but he's been gassed all season. So, in my opinion, I got Sixers in 6.
Today, though. That's crazy. Or tomorrow. No, today.
They play today.
Yeah, that is crazy. Okay, I think they're losing game 1, but I think they have a good chance of winning the series.
Why? Because they played yesterday?
Yeah.
They played 2 days ago. They played 2 days ago. Second. So 48-hour turnaround.
Yeah. 48-hour turnaround. I just think they're gonna lose it. But it's not like the Knicks. When did the Knicks play? Was that also?
They played yesterday. Or no?
That was 3 days ago. 72 hours, right?
Yeah, I think the Pistons played yesterday. Yeah, sure.
NBA.com.
Yeah, Pistons and Cavs played yesterday. So everyone's getting a 48-hour turnaround besides the Knicks because they finished in 6.
Yeah, so I think that game 1's going to go Knicks. If Embiid genuinely is healthy and plays the entire series and is able to play 38 plus minutes a game, which that's a lot. If he's able to play, I have the Sixers. Otherwise, I do think the Knicks are going to win. But again, it's entirely dependent. If I'm making the same assumption you are that he's going to play, but I do think the Sixers are winning that.
Yeah, if he gets hurt, obviously my prediction's not there. But I'm assuming he's going to be healthy because it's not like he dealt with an injury. He was dealing with appendicitis, which is
a little bit different.
So my Eastern Conference would be Cavs, Sixers. My Western would be Thunder, Spurs. And in my opinion, it's such a cakewalk for either one of the Western Conference teams. But it would be crazy if after all the years of trust the process, the Sixers get it done this year out of nowhere. That would be sick to watch. I'm not going to lie.
Have hated the Sixers for years, ever. I was actually riding with them when they had the whole crew together.
Yeah, you did.
I have hated them for the last since Doc Rivers just absolutely imploded that team. I've been rooting on their downfall ever since, and they didn't get rid of him for 2 or 3 years after that. But I would as much as I've never really been a Joel hater, but I've not been a fan of his in recent years.
Yeah.
I'm kind of rooting for him over aybody else other than the Cavs in the East.
That's what I'm saying. This would be an underdog story for the ages. If they somehow came in down 3-1 to the Celtics, Joel Embiid, coming in hurt, and then they somehow just win a title, that would be sick to watch.
And it's at some point you just got to feel for it becomes hard to hate Embiid because you're just you haven't played. Your body has betrayed you.
Yeah.
Over and over.
Yeah,
again.
Appendicitis is crazy. That is one of those things where it's I told you guys I'm not injury prone. I don't know what to do. I just can't win here.
Because he has played he's played more than 65 games twice in his career. And it was 39 games 2 years ago, 19 games last season, 38 games this season. If he can, again, if he, at this point, I'm not going to be I've said for the last 2 years, just retire at this point. you know?
Yeah.
And like, dude, if he could overcome all this somehow and get like one clean playoff run in, I'd be like, I'd be rooting
That's
for
what I'm
it.
saying. Like, right? Like, okay, so like I equate this run for Joel as the bubble run for AD, like because they're both so injury prone they can't make it through a season.
Mhm.
But I mean, AD actually got a break. Joel didn't really get a break. He got appendicitis, but it kind of worked out as a break for him. So it's
Yeah.
like it saved his body from that last because he's been out for what, a month and a half. Like
I mean, he's only played, what did I say, like 33
30
games,
games.
38
Yeah.
games this year.
So it's like he's had a rest. So maybe it's like an AD bubble thing where he's able to just come in and go demon mode because he's fine. He's rested. He's ready to go. And yeah,
Well, I mean, he's played like sporadically, but yeah.
and that's my thing too, is like when it comes to like a true big, like I think Cat's good, but whenever he gets matched up against like the, you have the famous pick of him getting like completely bitched by DeMarcus Cousins trying to push him back. Like when he plays real bigs, like elite, because I think he's a good big or a great big, but when he plays elite bigs, like you can really see the difference. Like he gets really put in his place. And
you could say, dude, Embiid is genuinely, like, as much as both of us are Wemby homers, Embiid is the one player who I think is truly capable of winning a championship by himself that's left in these playoffs.
Yeah.
Meaning, like, it doesn't matter what team he goes up against, he can carry your team and like offensively in a way that these others can't. Like, I love Wemby. Embiid has a career high of 70, and it's on Wemby. Like, and Wemby is better than he was then, but again, Joel is
at his peak. He's a beast, bro. He's 7 feet tall. He's 280 pounds. Like I was
memeing, moves well.
I was memeing when I was like, he looks like 01 Shaq, but like he's like the closest thing we've had since that. Like he's obviously not Shaq, but like he's the closest thing you've had. He's athletic as shit. He could Shaq couldn't shoot, but Joel can shoot, which is another layer, and he can hit free throws, which is like, so you can't even bail yourself out by hacking him because he's gonna hit him. So it's like
he draws fouls, which I could see Embiid winning a series against the Thunder.
I will say it would be the worst quality basketball if it was a Thunder Sixers finals. God, bro,
people get 50 free throws a game.
People would literally like, this is what's wrong with this sport. I think Adam Silver would actually have to be like, bro, stop calling fouls, please.
You're limited to 10 free throws a game.
Yeah.
Choose when you call them.
Yeah, like, bro, but he's a bitch. He wouldn't do that. But yeah, man. I am rooting for this underdog Sixers right now. I think that'd be so cool if somehow, some way they made this happen. I think it'd be really cool if they played the Lakers and just barely lost a heartbreaker to them. Like, I think that would be cool. The Lakers are such underdogs, but like, yeah, we caught up on everything basketball. I mean, we'll see. I feel like these series, like for the West, there's just not going to be much to talk about. Like, we're going to really be digging in on the East on these series unless it goes the way Mitchell wants it to go in the West, where the Timberwolves and the Lakers make it out. But like, okay, here's the thing.
I'm a Wemby homer, dude. I want Wemby.
I know. I'm messing with it. But like, actually, I do want to talk about it. Like, do you think Rudy Gobert could be the X factor against Wemby?
Not really, just because I don't like Jokic offensively, like, is the Nuggets, and Wemby, what he does for the Spurs offense is just exist. Like, he does not need to, like, they dominate games and he will score 15 points.
Yeah.
Like, his biggest upside is on defense, but his offense is like, he sets a high screen. Castle,
Fox,
Harper, Fox, like all those guys just are able to get downhill, and Wemby can pop and draw the defense away, like can get Gobert out of position. And like, they don't have a ton of size outside of Gobert.
And Gobert is really slow. Like, that is the one thing, is when Wemby pops, like, he has to make a split-second decision with his slow ass on what he's going to do. Yeah. And either one is just painful for him. Like, You're either
Yeah.
letting Wemby shoot it over because they don't have anyone that could put their hand in Wemby's face physically, like actually.
Yeah. It's
So
literally just Gobert. Like anybody else, it's cookies.
yeah, so it's like, yeah, I do agree. I think that could be crazy. But I mean, crazier things have happened this playoffs, man. Like actually, this playoffs, no lead is safe. If anyone has shown anything, it is literally no lead is safe.
Dude,
Um,
it's just the series. You want to get them over with as fast as possible because these guys are all like, dude, I can come back from 3-1.
And I mean, like we said, bro, basketball is just high competition right now. Like
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro, if Luka was in all of these series outside of the Timberwolves one, and even then, the Timberwolves one could be a banger when Ant comes back. Like all of these series could be nail biters.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the whole East went to 6 or 7 games, and then these could all go 6 or 7 if those guys were healthy. Like again, maybe not the Lakers. They'll win in 4, but the rest of them could all be 6 or 7. Yeah, dude, you get
Like,
it.
but yeah, no, I mean, I agree. Like, yeah, Lakers are winning in 4, but could you imagine if the Lakers do? Like, if they
Oh my
if they
God, I
if
would-
they swept the
Mhm.
Thunder, I would literally just be like, yeah, LeBron's a goat. I don't give a fuck. There's
I
nothing I
would.
can say anymore.
I would.
Oh,
Come
you would.
so hard.
Yeah, you
Oh
would.
my
You
goodness.
actually would. That's the thing is, you would actually physically do it. You would
I'd
blaze so
bust,
hard.
dude. Oh my God,
Bro, I will
I'd,
say the
I'd have a
tweets-
cum tribute to LeBron, dude.
sexual tweets would be godlike if that happened. Oh my god, those memes would be so.
Dude, you'd
insane.
get Jordan fans glazing LeBron at that point.
Bro, oh my god, the tweets would be incredible. I hope they do it just for the tweets because Twitter.
Dude, the Bron sexuals went from being a slanderous name to a glorious trademark.
Bro, like seeing, especially because, like, I don't know, Kobe Twitter doesn't really seem to involve themselves much in these debates because they just know they're right. But like the Michael Jordan fans, those old heads would be doing so much work to try and slander this somehow.
Bro, the
Like-
wet dreams people had when the Lakers went up 3-0 to be like,
yeah.
oh my God, dude, LeBron blowing this 3-0 lead. It's like, you have 4 games. They just won game 3. How are you already praying on? Like, you're like, oh my God, game 4, 3-game sweep. I'm going to fucking come over there. Like, what the hell are you doing?
The Michael Jordan fans that would come out, even if it was a 5-year, even if they 4-1'd him, bro, they would be doing. I don't even know what you'd say because that's the thing is, what would you say? What could you possibly say to discredit it? Like
LeBron averaging 38, 9, and 9 as they go on.
Actually, you know what? I hope they 4-0 him or 5-1 him, and LeBron averages like 20 free throws a game. So they try and say like he's a free throw merchant. It's like, yeah, he outdid Shea. He outdid Shea in his own game.
I would
Oh,
love that.
dude.
Oh,
Oh,
my.
that'd be hilarious. Oh, I hope so. But yeah, we'll go over hockey another time. Now we'll actually have time to breathe with some of these series, like with the play-in and the first round, like. And plus, none of these really ended like we thought. Like none of these really ended that clean. Like if the Nuggets swept and the Magic just polished off their series, like there would have been way less to talk about. But
Yeah, dude, I mean that's the thing. Like all these series, they were 3-1 leads, and then they go 7 games, and you're like, all right, cool. Like, but like, dude, we did it partially. Like, I didn't hit you up partially because like I've been sick and lost my voice for like 3 days, but I was like, we were gonna talk about these series, and like, yeah, we could talk about a mid-series thing, but all these things are fucking crazy, and there's nothing to go like there's a lot of crazy stuff happening, but nothing's happening.
yeah,
And
like
we were like waiting for the actual updates to get to
the
and
hat
there
to
was
drop.
just-
Yeah, it was
yeah, and
wild.
it was just like, no, we're gonna like just keep playing more basketball.
Yeah, so we're gonna have more room to breathe. Like even if these games go like these series all go 7, like we'll still be able to talk about other things. So we will be talking about playoff hockey. Go Ducks! Quack quack! Fuck the Knights!
Quack, dude. I'm gonna be tweeting out an additional quack every time they win. Lacombe Smith, dude. Lacombe
Dostal
Smith.
actually, Osama bin Dostal is
Dude,
like
not a
trying-
fan of Dostal, but Lacombe Smith,
Yeah,
Carlson.
Saddam Dostal Hussein is crazy, but honestly, like they can do it. Like their offense is great. But I will say the Avalanche scares me, bro. They're able to score
Dude,
9. We're
fuck
fucked.
it.
They
That-
might
that's-
score
they-
20 on us.
they-
They might
they-
score
they-
20.
They score as much as I do in my Sims. My God, a 9-6 game last night. What the
Brother,
fuck was
I'm
that?
telling
That's
you
like,
right
that's-
now, if they could score 9 on the Minnesota Wild, they are putting up double digits on Dostal. Double digits.
Dude.
Our defense is abysmal.
Dude, Dostal had like a -6 like expected goals or whatever. Like he literally gave up like 6 more goals than he should have in that series.
Yeah.
No, Edmonton was not doing good. The Knights.
I
are a
will
good
say
team,
this.
but-
I love the Ducks. Brother, do open tryouts in Anaheim for a goalie in the offseason.
Get Baker in
Anything.
net, bro. Get Baker in net.
Bro, I've seen like people like, well, Dostal can play well. I don't care. He sucks. Like,
Get him
I
out of
don't care. Get someone's backup. I don't care. Get someone, please, God. But yeah, that'll do it for today. The Free Flow Podcast. Thank you guys for joining us. Catch us on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, bro. We need some subscribers. You guys are representing in the live streams, but we need people on the whatchamacallit. We need people on the YouTube. So hit us up. YouTube, Spotify. Peace.